Objectives and Key Results, OKR Leadership. How to apply Silicon Valley's secret sauce to your career, team, or organization. Written by Doug Gray, Ph.D., PCC. Narrated by Kevin Theis. Preface. How do you keep track of what's important when you watch sports? Well, you use a scoreboard, or a timer, or a finish line. You use numbers to measure what matters. Then you boast about your favorite scores. In short, you know who wins because you know who had the better numbers. This book is written for readers and leaders with that same kind of focus. You need to know what to measure so that you can win. Similarly, when you drive a car, you stay between the lines to reach your goal. When you drive on the interstate, you somehow avoid risks while hurtling through space at 70 miles an hour with only plastic and 6 inches separating you from danger. You trust that countless strangers doing the same will not hurt you or your loved ones. You trust your strange Uber driver. Even those who drive in Paris, France around the Arc de Triomphe somehow avoid risk without lines to guide their driving. When you drive around your local roundabout, you somehow create safety amid chaos. How do you avoid those risks? You collaborate. You assess risk. You make smart choices. This book is also written for readers who need to avoid chaos and achieve outcomes. When you manage others, you try to maximize their productivity, for example, effectiveness, efficiency, or outcomes. Some days and some relationships are better than others. Sometimes you make decisions that make money, reduce waste, or create customer delight worth over $1 million. I've never met a manager who said, "Yeah, I've got all the resources required to excel. I'm all set with adequate time, people, technology, rewards, clear outcomes, and metrics." Yet somehow managers swallow their frustrations. Somehow managers fight against ambiguity. How do managers like you succeed? You assess risks. You make smart choices. You adopt validated processes that work. This book is written for frustrated managers who need to achieve outcomes and measure results. When I ask audiences, how many of you are managers, over 60% of those in attendance raise their hands. But when I ask, how many of you are leaders, only 30% raise their hands. Leaders are courageous and careful. Sometimes you raise your hand. Sometimes you sit on your hands. By definition, leaders influence the behavior of others toward a better future.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?